I don't even know how the hell I'm gonna discuss this. But I am. Hey, Gabbie Hanna, here's the attention you wanted so fucking badly. Hey, Gabbie Hanna, here's the attention you wanted. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. If you've seen me before, yay. If you haven't, then what's up? I'm going to talk about Gabbie Hanna because apparently she's desperate for attention and having some kind of meltdown she's refusing to acknowledge. If you don't know, why the hell are you watching me? Gabbie Hanna just out of the blue. This had to come out of the blue because there was nothing that provoked this response. Nothing. It was nothing that provoked this response, okay? Gabbie Hanna attacked this YouTuber named Rachel Oates on Twitter because Rachel Oates 6 months ago did a review on Gabbie's books, Adolescence, Adultolescence, or whatever the hell her book's name was, and Dandelion. Now, Adultolescence, she didn't like this. Rachel Oates did not like this book, did not like the poems in the book, because apparently it was poems, because the poems were not good. They weren't. They might have had potential. I don't know. I've never read them. I don't really care. I'm not really into that kind of thing. But apparently they weren't good. They didn't have rhythm. There was no iambic pentameter that would make them kind of flow. There was nothing. They were basically, apparently, from what I could tell, because I did see that video, they were tweets that she decided to just put in a book. Here's these tweets. Put them in a book. Boom, book. Hey. She apparently, Gabbie apparently, I don't know, claimed that she was being rushed and she just put in filler just to make the book. Anyways, okay. Which, if you had a deadline, if they told you you were going to write a book, like, why didn't you, like, plan it out? If you knew you wanted to write a book, why didn't you start writing the book when you thought about writing the book? And just start the process of writing a book. That way you wouldn't have been rushed to meet the deadline. Because it sounds, when you say things like that, it sounds like you dicked around. Time came for the book to come out. You saw the deadline and said, oh fuck. And panicked. That's not how you write. I'm sorry. I'm not a writer. And I'm just telling you from, like, adult experience, because apparently I'm old enough to tell you this, because I'm more of an adult than you are. Yeah, I've been in this world for like 40 some odd years, so I kind of know what I'm talking about in terms of, like, life. You know, you don't do that. Yeah, that's not how it works in business. It's not how it works in life. You can't, like, sit there, dick around. Yeah, you should have learned that in school. In school, you remember being in school and your teacher said you have an essay due like such and such a time or a term paper due at this amount of time and you dicked around and rushed it? Like, that, you know, I mean, you may have been able to fuck budget and, like, half-ass it good enough that it passed, but that doesn't apply to life. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Damn it. So, she's sitting there claiming this book was like a rush job, which didn't make it come out good. And of course, Rachel Oates didn't like it. P.T. Barnum said it best. You can please some of the people some of the time. You cannot please all the people all the time. And not everybody's going to like your shit. I mean, think about it. Picasso had to die for his art to be taken as incredible. You know, there were so many. Mozart had to die. No, maybe not Mozart. But there were so many like people in the art realm who you had to, nobody liked their work right then and there. You know, painters especially, they have to die in order for their work to be seen as having any kind of worth. I mean, you know, it's common knowledge in the art world. I don't know why the hell, yeah. I mean, I'm not even in the art world, and I know that because I've been to museums like constantly. My dad was a lover of art. He knew that. Yeah, you know, you learn these things as you get older. Yeah. So, yeah. So Rachel Oates didn't like her first book. Didn't like how it flowed because it didn't have any kind of flow that made it readable and made it make, like, you know, because poems have to flow. They have to have an iambic pentameter, or whatever the word is. That it has to have a flow. It's like rap. It has to have a flow that makes you go, oh, okay, cool. It's a rhythm. It has to have it. If you don't have it, people can't actually, like, read your poems and have them have any effect. Yeah. So Rachel didn't like a book, and Rachel saw it as lazy writing and said, you know, I'm going to write a book from the experience of my dog. She had her dog write a book by making her dog pick out words and like stuff, and had a friend help kind of make it cohesive. And she put the book out there, and see, Gabbie sits there and claims that it was meant to mock the trauma she experienced. No, not everything is about you and your shit. Hello, yeah. Get your head out of the damn ass like it is, because your head is in your ass. It had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with what if I wrote a book. What if my dog wrote a book? How would my dog write a book? Well, let's make my dog like pick out words. Maybe that would work. And it worked. That's how it works. I'm sorry you think it didn't, but you're not special. Because that's what this is all because Gabbie thinks she's special and the greatest thing ever to ever hit Earth. You're not God's gift. I'm sorry, but you're not Beyonce. Not everybody's gonna like it. Even if you were Beyonce, not everybody likes Beyonce. Yeah, there are so many people out there that are critics of Beyonce. Yeah, and Earth calling. Yeah. So Rachel Oates did the dog adolescence thing. Gabbie had a problem with that. Not then, because apparently she didn't know about it then. But Gabbie thought, well, you know, this chick reviewed my book in general. Didn't know whether it was good or bad, apparently, because she sent her an advanced copy or advanced reader copy of her next book, Dandelion, which, according to Rachel Oates, was even worse. Gabbie, you're obviously not doing something right in terms of writing. I'm sorry, but you're not. You can sit there claim you are, but obviously you're not. If people are not liking your stuff, yeah, because you're a very talented singer. That's it. Yeah, you don't have to be the greatest author of all time to, you know, be in this world. I think Gabbie thinks she has to be good at everything. And when she's not, it's because other people hate her for it. And that's, like, fucking stupid. Yeah, you can't live your life, like, thinking you're the greatest of all time and have everybody be like, no, you're not. No, you're hating on me. No, why? No, shut, no, shut, no. That's not how are you 30 years old and don't know that? Yeah. And I know that I'm the person on the internet that blames your parents for it, because what the hell did your parents teach you? Did they teach you that everything you do has to be perfect and if it's not, that is somebody else's fault? Like, yeah, did your parents teach you this coping mechanism? No, obviously not. Yeah, you have to stop, because this is so stupid. And you sit there going, well, I'm not having a breakdown. I'm completely healthy. This is not healthy behavior. Healthy people don't destroy other people. Like, that's not healthy. And you're sitting there ranting on the internet and constantly going, everybody's looking at this like a manic episode because that's what it looks like it is. And you can sit there claiming, no, it's not, no, it's not. Obviously it is. But if this is your baseline normal, how is you crazy? I mean, think about it. And it's so obvious that because she did this out of the blue, which it wasn't provoked, okay? Rachel Oates didn't wake up like last week, Tuesday, and like attack Gabbie Hanna right then and there, and Gabbie's like, hold off. No. Rachel Oates reviewed her books 6 months ago. And all of a sudden you're getting on Rachel Oates now? What? Because I'm in a healthy space now. It doesn't work that way. It's considered in you as a person who sits there and because I don't know. You're claiming to have a bachelor's degree in psychology. You know from what they teach you at university in your classes that 6 months is considered the time period for the past. Anything past 6 months is the past. Anything before 6 months is present. That is currently going on. Yeah. But right now we have the insurrection. It's not going on right here now in April, but it happened 4 months ago. That's still the present time. Yeah. Well, yeah. The election was the past. Because that happened how many months ago? Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. Come on. Reality, Gabbie. Come on. Yeah. Me! I'm filming a video, Mom. I'm filming a video. Yelling at somebody.
You want to play baseball again? Yeah. Yeah, but it's Sunday. Well, shoot. He's mad because we're going to be away Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday. Yeah. How's she again? Yeah. Remember what happened? Tell me what happened. What happened in baseball? The guy hit you by accident. No. Remember? Oh, yeah. Show her. Show her what happened. Remember? Guy was running. Yeah. It was an accident.
I may be working that day, Mom. It is Sunday, and I may be working during that time. Unbelievable! Google it! Jeez, you act like I don't have the internet. I only been there once, so it's gonna have to take the temperature first. He knows it's right. Let's just take it just to be sure that you're okay.
Is the thing on it?
Okay?
Yeah. You okay? Yeah. Are you going to go to work tomorrow?
Yeah. We do.
Yes.
And
I have to go. No, I think I'm going to get home earlier because I have too much stuff to do before we go away. Yeah, we're going to go to Alabama.
Thursday.
Yay.
It's a Thursday morning.
You know where he's going to go?
Oh, baby.
Is it hurt? Yes, he told me how he's holding his one.
Yeah. That hurts?
He says it's as very good and he's going to work tomorrow.
Alright,
Did you
good.
give him some
Alright, I gotta go take the dog.
some painkiller? Did you give him some
I gave
painkiller?
him the year.
I think that must help.
I'll put his lunch together tonight just in case.
Yeah.
I told her that
should get dressed and come over to my house. He usually comes over, so. All right, well, we'll see how he's doing later. And Calla says she's sick too. Calla says she's sick. I'm like, you have COVID again? Like, I want her to go to the health center. She's like having a, stuffed up head, and she has a little mucus and cough, and I'm like, you might have COVID again. Like, this is bad. She was days away from getting vaccinated, but they pulled the J&J vaccine off the market 3 days before she was supposed to get it. So I said, you know what, you may as well just wait till you get home, but what if she has COVID again? She's going to screw up the whole summer. Yeah, Dr. Andrew said not to rush out. Well, you're not quite available ready yet. Like, yeah. And she told me don't do it for him yet. It's too soon, even though it's past 90 days. She thinks you should wait. So, we'll have to see. But Calla could have gotten it. It's just that the way it worked out, by the time it was available, the one that they have on campus is Johnson & Johnson, but her age group isn't supposed to get that one now, so she has to wait. I just hope she doesn't have it again. Yeah, we'll probably get appointments for like the summer. Because she said we'll probably have immunity for even 6 months. And she thinks she gets sick more if you still have a lot of high levels of antibodies. But we'll see.
I thought you had to wait 3 years. I thought you said you had to wait 3 months.
Yeah, but she thinks we have immunity, so no reason to rush. But we'll see what happens. So stressful.
Okay.
All right. See you later.
So, Gabbie sent Rachel Oates her next book, Dandelion, and Rachel Oates didn't like it. It was, in her opinion, worse than the first one. And it was 6 months ago. And Gabbie all of a sudden, out of the blue, decides to attack her, claiming that she's in her DMs and like stalking her and all this stupid things. Like, what, how, where? Proof or it didn't happen. We all know, like, receipts or it didn't happen. Cause I don't buy that. Cause we all have seen she does tend to exaggerate shit. Like, I mean, you saw what happened with like Trisha. Apparently, Trisha invited her to Thanksgiving dinner, which, no, she didn't. Trisha apparently just said, oh, I wish I knew we could have had some food together, which is not inviting you to Thanksgiving dinner. That maybe we should get something to eat or something. Yeah. And then she claims she's like friends with Trisha, and Trisha's like, no, we're not. If someone says that they're not friends with you and you think that they are, guess what? It's like being in a relationship. You know how chicks always think that if a guy, like, you go on like a few days, all of a sudden you're in a relationship with the guy, but the guy's like, nah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel that. You talk to the guy's like, nah, I don't really like all that much. I mean, yeah, she's nice and all, but, yeah, hello? Yeah. Yeah, and Gabbie does things like that. I mean, we need to talk about Gabbie Hanna attacking that, whatever that guy was, that, like, passed her in that smash or pass thing that they did. That was a trend on YouTube, like, how many years ago? And, like, how long after that, like, she confronted him. He didn't like you. He don't like you. You ain't his type. So he's like, nah, pass. Nah, she's cool, but nah. And then you're like, blasphemy! Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Not everybody has to kiss your ass. I mean, makes you think that that has to be a thing? Like, he has to smash you. He has to pass you. Like, no, he can't, like, pass you. That's wrong. He said, I'm not his type. I'm totally that's not okay. I have to be. No, you don't. You don't have to be his type. He doesn't have to want to fuck you. Not everybody has to like you. That's the problem that you seem to have. That everybody has to like you. Like it's required for you to exist. No, not everybody has to like you. And for you to attack chicks more than you do dudes, because you do, because you sit there and you attack Angelica, who inserted herself because she just did. Yeah, she just did. And Nicocado Avocado did too. Where is your anger for him? How dare he not mind his own business? Yeah, you want to put on a manic episode, go after him. But no, he's off limits because he has a penis. Yeah, Nick Schneider and Dustin Daly are, Nick Schneider is off limits. Apparently Dustin Daly cannot grieve over his sister. Yeah. Which, by the way, we need to also talk about how fucked up that reaction was. How she mocked him for him crying because he was grieving over his sister while also filming a video. His sister died. That's not a fun thing. That's not happy rainbow good time. His sister died of COVID, the thing that we're going through right now. I'm sorry, YouTube, for saying the C word. But whatever, I said it, whatever. I mean, and you're sitting there, well, look at him, he's like fake crying. He's grieving! Oh my God, that's so horrible. How dare he grieve over his sister? Amen. That makes you look mean. All of this that you're going through right now or doing on the internet is making you look so bad. Because that's not how it works. You already apparently have this reputation of being hard to work with. Ask Joey Graceffa and that other dude that he worked on in that whatever series that they had where they had the YouTubers do like the murder mystery thing. Like, whatever that series was, like you were hard to work with. Nobody wants to work with you. You're going to end up wanting to go in Hollywood and they're going to blacklist you because nobody wants to work with you. You're hard to work with. That's not okay. But apparently you think that that's bullying. And okay, so I'm narcissistic because I want views. I'm sorry I have less than 20 subscribers. I'm sorry that I want to get people watching my shit. Oh, that's such a horrible thing. Why am I on YouTube then if I don't want views? Hello? That's how it works. Oh, I'm so sorry that I want views because my shit doesn't I get like less than 5 views a video. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry that I want to make more money. I'm sorry that I want to make this like supplemental income because I work as a part-time front-end cashier manager at a grocery store. And I live with an elderly parent who's on a fixed income and our rent is $2,500 a month that we cannot afford to have. Because if we couldn't, we wouldn't be here on Long Island if we could. I'm so sorry. So I'm narcissistic to want views. And then, of course, duh. I'm a bitch. Obviously. And I don't shy away from it either. Call me a bitch all you want. Because I am the goddess of them all. I am the bitch goddess and you will expect that. Yes, I do have a fucking attitude. I do. And I own it too. Unlike other people, I own my shit. I own my bitchy attitude. I own my snotty attitude. Unlike you, who doesn't even own that she's going through a manic episode right now. Because it's literally what it looks like it is. But, oh no, you're completely healthy. Because this is what healthy people do. are standing up for yourself, how? Yeah. They're not bullying you. The Blog Squad bullied you. They destroyed you. Why don't you talk about them? But no, you don't want to touch them. Because God forbid you come out like everybody else has come out on the Vlog Squad. God forbid you come out and talk about the shit that you endured. Because maybe they don't ingratiate you. Yeah. But no, you do this shit. And you're just going to end up destroying yourself like Demi Lovato is doing with her stupid froyo fight, which we need to talk about that next. And we are. I'm done with the Gabbie shit. No, Gabriella. No, Gabriella. Shut the fuck up. So now we're going to talk about Demi Lovato. Don't want to have to, but apparently she needs to be talked about because... Alright, so Demi Lovato, Demetria Lovato, recently came out against this frozen yogurt shop in Los Angeles called The Big Chill, because we know what it's called, because she apparently let everybody know that's what it's called. She called them out for having what she assumed was a diet culture vulture thing, because they catered to diabetics and people with celiac disease. Oh my God, how horrible are they? We should string them up. Yeah. And then she comes out on this apology, which it wasn't even an apology. It was a sorry, not sorry apology. Yeah. Baby, I'm sorry, not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry, not sorry. Apparently. Because she assumed, it triggered her. And unfortunately, with people with the kind of things she has, it tends to seem like they get triggered and they don't know how to deal with the trigger. So many people who have experienced this thing, ED, whatever she had or otherwise, just these EDs in general, have come out and say, yes, we do get triggered, but we acknowledge that we get triggered and we try to figure out where these triggers are coming from and how to deal with them. She went into this froyo shop, saw these like sugar-free cookies, got all hell bent about it, went on Twitter or Instagram, whatever, ranted about it, called them out, because God forbid they cater to other people, claimed that they were triggering her and that they shouldn't, and that they should apologize for doing that. Like they knew what they were doing. They were catering to you. Number one, yes, you obviously were triggered. That is not a good thing. But I'm sorry. I didn't know that this specific froyo shop was the only froyo shop in existence in Los Angeles. That's the only one that exists. Can't go anywhere else. You can't go, because you were in the neighborhood, so you decided to go for. I'm sorry that would. Go to the grocery store, buy some carton of frozen yogurt or something that is your comfort food when you have an ED, whatever your safe food is. Other than that, stock it in your fridge. That way, when you feel triggered, you can go home and you can have that, and everything's okay. But no, she's gonna call them out their name, their actual name, put their name out there, say where they are, and let her fans know to attack them. Like, she sent her fans out after them, which, no. You know better than to sick your fans. What are they, your minions? They're your fans. They're not your army. They're not your minions. You don't sick them on people. What are you fucking kidding me? Did your publicist not tell you that? Maybe your publicist should have told you don't sick your fan base on people that do you wrong. Yeah. They were catering to people like your former friend, because apparently you're not friends with him anymore, Nick Jonas, who happens to have juvenile diabetes. He would have walked in, saw sugar-free cookies, gone, oh yay, cool. But you would have been, no, that's a diet culture, no. I'm sorry I'm diabetic. I'm sorry that people with celiac disease exist. And this place caters to them because they want to be inclusive, but they're not inclusive to you. You know, celebrities are not part of our world. Okay, it's very obvious that celebrities are not part of our world. They're in a world of their own. And it's more or less a world of their own making. You know, let's call it what it is. It's a world of their own making. It's their own little bubble that they get to live in, you know. But the world that they don't live in, that lives outside that bubble, is our world. And they don't understand anymore that this world exists the way it exists, and it doesn't work for them. Demi Lovato, as a celebrity, has power. And she's using her power in a stupid, asinine way. You don't do that. I don't care how you felt about it. You don't freaking do that, and your mother should have taught you that. Your publicist should have taught you that. Your agent should have taught you that. Your manager should have taught you that. Your producers should have taught you that. You, as someone who has, I'm a big fan of Demi. I love her voice. I think she's incredibly talented. She redeemed herself with the Dancing with the Devil documentary and song, and in the next breath, completely destroyed her reputation again. What? Why? And then you apologize without actually apologizing. You're not sorry. You're just sorry that people got mad about it. You know, and of course, the Streisand effect took place. Because everybody was like, what? The big show? I want to go. But they're inclusive? You mean there's a store out there that does this? I want to go. And they drove. And then droves of people and now the store is probably doing more business. And you were assuming that you, as a celebrity, get to destroy a small business who was probably paying their bills with. This small business owner was probably helping fund their kids' college education, and you just destroyed their family. Why? Because you wanted to. Because you didn't like the fact that they were catering to people who were having dietary needs, and you automatically assume that it has to be because of you. It has to be. There's no other way it could not be that. It has to be. There's nothing out there. There's no such thing as diabetics. Not like Dick Jonas, who's diabetic. You know, he's not really a diabetic, apparently. Is he not? Demi, you would know. But the fact that you automatically jumped because you're so fixated on controlling your triggers is obviously not working. Obviously not. And so you need to, fix it. You need to figure out, how to react when you're triggered, because it's not working. Your reaction is to blow a gasket because you're assuming something because you're just so, you don't white knuckle the maintenance stage of addiction. You can't white knuckle your way through life. You can't do that, and you should have learned that in rehab. You can't white knuckle your way through addiction and into hell. You can't do that. That's not how it works, because you're constantly on edge and you're constantly in the state of trigger. No, trigger. Is it a trigger? Trigger. You can't live like that. And so it's obviously you're still not in a healthy mindset. And that's not, So if you're out there and you're like Demi Lovato, you are just out of rehab and you're struggling with any kind of addiction, whether it's an eating disorder or whether it's a substance abuse addiction or alcohol addiction or even shopping addiction. You can't white knuckle your way through life. It's not going to work. You can't just sit there go, you can't do that. It's not going to work. You have to relax. You have to focus and be present and assume the positives. Had Demi walked into that place and saw sugar-free cookies and said, sugar-free, oh wait, it's diabetics. Oh, okay. But no, you sit there claiming they should have had signs. Do you really want people with celiac disease or any gluten allergy or people who are diabetic to be singled out like that? Yeah, you want people to walk in and order a froyo and have the person next to them order a sugar-free cookie, knowing that it's for diabetics, say for diabetics only. You know, for people with sugar allergy, like right here. Yeah. And have the person next to them go, You want people to know, like, everybody else's business? Because I get what you're trying to convey, but it's not work. You're not conveying it right. That's not how you convey it. Yeah, you can't just single out people who have gluten allergies or are diabetic, saying this stuff is for these two people and that's it. Like, I mean, what if I want gluten-free, whatever? I don't have celiac disease or any gluten allergy. I'm Italian, so I eat a lot of pasta, so I know I don't have a gluten allergy. I've figured out that I don't have a gluten allergy. So, but what if I walk in and see gluten-free? Oh, cool. Gluten-free. I want to try that. How good is that? But I'm not allowed to have it because it's gluten-free. You don't want people singled out like that. That's stupid. Are you insane? Like, what are you kidding? What are you kidding me? As the New Yorkers say here, what are you kidding me? You're out of your mind. This is ridiculous. And your explanation as to why you attacked this place wasn't a good explanation. It just wasn't. That's you don't explain your reaction like that. You don't. Sorry you got mad. Apologize. That's not how you apologize. That's Tana Mojo. That's the. You're sitting there edging on 30 very closely. You're in your late 20s. Grow up. This is not how adults handle themselves. You're in control of your own reaction. You're in control of your own triggers. You don't automatically blame somebody else for your own trigger. It's within you. You got triggered. Why? It had nothing to do with you. You just got triggered. And it's not okay to react like that. I'm very disappointed in how she reacted and her little entitlement apology that she put out. She's been hanging around these YouTuber influencers a little too damn much for my liking. She needs to go back and hang out with the Jonas Brothers again. Yeah. Because apparently they got their shit together. They're more, Move out of LA, Demi. Go back to Texas. Yeah. Go eat a steak. Go watch a rodeo. Yeah. Remind yourself of your southern upbringing of how much you like grits and rodeos and cowboys. Yeah. And just calm it the fuck down. Everybody needs to calm the fuck down. Gabbie Hanna needs to just calm the fuck down, but she won't until this manic phase passes, and she goes back to being depressed and complaining that she's being shadow banned again. Yeah. So, but anyway, I ranted. Those are my rants. I'm done. This is stupid, and yeah. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.